Hey survivors, welcome back to Fallout 4. Frost Wanderer here, and I am just south of the Saugus Ironworks, just a bit north of the Finch Farm. So, I'm trying out something a bit different. Last episode, I tried recording with the Photorealistic Commonwealth ENB, and it did not work very well. It was rather, well, the ENB itself worked fine, but the recording, I was getting pretty low FPS. I was only getting about 35 to very best 50 FPS, and it screwed up my recording pretty badly. In fact, I could not use the recording. That's why I won't be doing that episode. What I did during that time was I came back from Mass Pike Interchange, did a whole bunch of stuff around here, went back to Valenti Station and dropped off my junk and organized some stuff and did some vendor runs to Opal. So I came up north after filling up 380 plus bottles that I had saved up full of purified water at Bunker Hill. I was about out of purified water, so I filled those all up. So we've got purified water. We'll never need more than that for the Commonwealth anyway. So I came up in this area. I thought we'd go over here and check out Dunwich borers. If you remember from a previous episode, I believe it was Atreus Finch mentioned them. The old world ghosts were preventing the progress of the Malden men at the Dunwich borer, so I want to check that out. And as well, I've got the Photorealistic Commonwealth ENB back on, but I've made some changes. I want to see something real quickly here. I don't know if you can see that FPS counter in the top left or not, but it's hovering right around 60 FPS, which is very, very good. Even when I'm moving around, it's still staying at 60 FPS. So the primary change I've made, I've removed a couple of texture mods and just used the optimizing texture mod, but the primary change I've made is that I have downscaled my resolution from 1440p to 1080p. I hope that this does not upset anybody. My monitor is 1440p, and I would prefer to be playing in 1440p. Unfortunately, to use this ENB, which I really, really do adore, even the light version, even with no other mods, to use that plus Frost and get consistent 60 FPS, I have to downscale to 1080p. So I can actually turn this ENB off and on at will. So let me see here. I believe it's the scroll lock key. So that's off. That's the default game. You can see how horrendous that looks right there. And that is on. Much nicer, sharper image, no? Yeah, a lot better. Personally, I would rather have this ENB and maybe a couple of texture mods. These guys are gonna fight, aren't they? Killing Alan Finch's relatives over here. I'd rather have this ENB with only 1080p versus no ENB or the Pilgrim ENB. What the hell? Where'd you come from?
Hey.
Is this like... Who the hell is this? Okay. That must be like one of the essential NPCs or something. Can I take this? No, I can't. He'll probably get angry if I take it too. I could sleep here though. Anyway, I explained this more last episode. I guess I'll have to re-explain it this time, or the episode that's never going to air because the audio desync was too terrible. Basically, if you guys know, in the past I've said that I'm not the biggest fan of the Pilgrim ENB, primarily because I think it looks too washed out. The colors are too desaturated. It almost looks black and white in parts, and I've heard other people say that too. I've used Photorealistic Commonwealth in my Horizon playthrough, and people really liked it. They really enjoyed it, and I really like it as well. I think it's one of the best looking ENBs there are, and if I can run this at 1080p and get good performance, then that's what I'll do. So yeah, let me know what you think. Obviously, I will listen to your words as well if you would like to plea your case for using Pilgrim instead, but Just FYI, this is the same. This photorealistic Commonwealth. It's by the same people. Want a melee, huh? Damn, those Themis cultists, man, I swear they're better at melee. This is by the same people that do Pilgrim. PRC is by the same people that do Pilgrim. And it's actually quite similar. It's basically just a less desaturated version. Jesus, just ignore being stabbed in the face, will ya? Gosh. So yeah, I mean, it looks pretty similar to me. It's just a little bit of difference. Who is this guy? Worker. Who is this worker? And why is she naked?
Huh?
Hello, ma'am.
Hey.
Yes. Good to see you. Good to meet ya. Huh? Wiseman's in charge here.
Okay, so she's left over from the original game. This is the slog over here. Gonna say the slog is still friendly, right? Oh, okay. Good God, he took a lot of hits. Well, I mean, I missed a lot too, but still. There were more than that, weren't there? These guys are very high level. If I'd gotten an idiot savant proc there, it would have been GG levels. This isn't going to give me this settlement, is it? Okay, no, we're good. Hey,
Welcome. Hi there. Feel free to look around.
Okay, so that's Wiseman. Can I take your carrots, man? Yeah, we'll just take all your carrots. Thank you. It's very nice of you. Could make a lot of squirrel stew with those. In fact, what do I need for squirrel stew? I think I need like carrots and maybe some potatoes. Interesting that Nogram decided to leave these here. It's getting really dark, isn't it? I could sleep over at Breakheart Banks. That'd be fine. Then we can go out in the morning. What time is it? It's 10 p.m. Yeah, it's... So this is still like kind of... I think the weather of Pilgrim is still active, although it's quite dark. It's not. I mean, it's not like super bright out. Another Bryant Hills journal. That's like the 5th one. Kind of fun to be out here after dark, though. I swear around here somewhere was a place called the Hunting Grounds. So this area is still screwed up, by the way. This listening post Bravo, the place where, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but place where you send a certain person after a certain part of a certain quest for a certain faction. And you can see I'm running into invisible walls there, just because, yeah, there normally are things there. I've always wondered if you could get Breakheart Banks, or if they were planning on letting you have Breakheart Banks as a settlement, but like, there's just not much point. I mean, like, there's stuff like so close to Breakheart Banks, I can't see why you would want this as a settlement too. You know, like there's just so many close by. There's a slog and there's Green Top Nursery just like right nearby too. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have this as one too. Oh, this is a crappy bed? Man... Whatever. Sleep for 5 hours, I guess. Let's be honest, guys. We've had worse. We've had much worse. Always annoys me when I don't have any of the same type of alcohol. And all I can do is just, like, go into my Pip-Boy. I know it'd be, like, totally immersion breaking, but, like, maybe if there was, like, a script that just used like any alcohol that was in your inventory with like a preference towards using anything that's not whiskey or wasteland or dirty wastelander first. Like use anything but those first, but just like use any old alcohol in my inventory. That'd be kind of nice. Yeah, there's some missing textures up here. I'll have to report this to the bug report thing. I gotta go like all the way around here to go around that because I can't tell where the hell the textures actually end. Okay, can I now like finally go down this way? Just want to go over to the Hub City Auto Wreckers and clear out the survivors there. Then we'll go over to Dunwich borers and places over there. Could use some bloodleaf too if I find any around here. Like right here. Yeah, I can always use some bloodleaf. That's also required for squirrel stew. Can't recall if I've ever actually had squirrel. I've skinned a squirrel. I've helped dress a squirrel, take the skin off and the guts out and stuff, and prepare it so that it would be like ready for actually putting into a stew or something, or cooking it however you wanted to. Throw it on a spit and turn it over a fire, or cook it in a stew, or whatever you want to do with it. Alright, here we go. Here is Dunwich borers, and we've got... Aha! Okay, so we have some Maldmen here, so that does make... I did expect to see Maldmen over here. Wait a minute, did we skip something? We skipped the, whatever, we'll do Hub City Auto Wreckers afterwards. So I expected to see Maldmen here because, they talked about this place, about the old world ghosts. Now, what are they fighting exactly? Are they fighting, it actually looks like they're fighting the turrets. Well, and this guy, the survivor. So perhaps the Maldmen are fighting the survivors and the turrets down here. Yeah, it certainly appears that way. It certainly appears like they're fighting... There are ghouls here as well. Don't shoot at me, man. So see, that turret is not hostile towards this survivor. So clearly, like, he and the turret are fighting off the Maldmen and stuff. Whoa. Ah. Oh god. Does not have very good accuracy, but... Is this guy in power armor too? Yeah, he is. A Maldmen in power armor? I don't think so. So I would say the survivors kind of won there. So it definitely sounds like from that book, I would say the old world ghosts would be the survivors and the turrets. I would think, since the Maldmen had not made it down into that lower area yet, they were still trying to get down there. That's what it seems like. And there's a Themis cultist as well. They're all fighting over this area, actually. So you got survivors, we've got Themis cultists, and we have Maldmen. God, that sounded like a missile for a second there. Got them all fighting over this area. This is Hugo's hole or whatever over here. I want to go back through here too. Can you not get back through here? I don't think you can. Apparently you cannot unless you maybe do it like this. I'll bet you I can get over there. I bet you I'll get stuck. Oh, not quite. I think I did this last time. I just got stuck. Whatever. I'm sure I can make that if I really try, like harder, but you're clearly not supposed to go over there, and if I do, I might get stuck in there anyway, so I'm not going to bother with it. I'm not sure why Nogrim would not want you going over there, unless it's just for lore reasons, maybe. Not sure how it would break lore, but that's just Hugo's hole or whatever, crazy guy that went over there and took his life or something. I guess it would kind of break the lore of Frost somewhat, because in Frost, right, it's Lorenzo who is influencing the Malden men and everybody else to go over here and try to find the stuff. Gotta go through here and get all these. Okay, here we go. Offering note. What does this say? Ghosts come in the night and set fire to our camp. They shake the ground and crack the earth with a fury rivaled only by the judgment, and we are helpless. By the grace of Atreus the Untouched, we sacrifice these souls to you, Ugqualtoth, in the hope that you may give us the strength to fight the phantoms that haunt us from the coast. The phantoms that haunt us from the coast. The phantoms that haunt us from the coast. So over here, something is haunting them from the coast. I wonder if that is Themis cultists or something different. Not sure. So here are the offerings, it looks like. Just some friendly survivors, unfortunately. So they were sacrificing these guys to Ugqualtoth, their god, I guess, in the hopes that he would give them strength to fight the old world ghosts. Which I'm gonna say I think they're probably the Themis cultists. Not sure why the Themis cultists are at war with the Malden men, though. Not sure what the deal is there. Alright, let's go down inside then. Get ourselves about 10 million ghouls. Do I have any squirrel stew left? That'd be nice. Gonna be a lot of ghouls down here, a lot of good experience, so I want to capitalize on that if I can. Guess I just wonder who Ugqualtoth is. I've heard that name mentioned before. We know that the angel is not Ugqualtoth. They call that something else. They call that Ithaquah. Alright, let's head down in here and see what we got. Better take a drink before I do this. I guess we'll see what's down here. This goes upstairs, but you can't go anywhere up there just yet. Okay, so there are Malden men inside of here, too. So they've made it inside. You are one of the coolest looking Malden men, that lady is. Smash, she says. Smash, smash, smash. I've grown quite fond of the Malden men, despite their insanity, and despite their cannibalistic nature. I kind of feel bad for them in a way, because they're just like, they're so oblivious and ignorant to what's going on around them because they've totally lost their mind at this point. Like, they can't really be blamed for how they are because they just kind of surrendered their baser natures and they've lost it. They're insane pretty much. They're like humans reduced to being wild animals pretty much.
Got it.
Gonna try to conserve a bit of ammo here. Well, this guy's rather tough. And yeah, that hurt like hell. Bugnu the Humble's Journal. Let's see what this says. Great and powerful Ugqualtoth, hear our prayers. We have sacrificed many to your pits, yet you show us no mercy. We cry and plead for you to be merciful. Haunt our people no longer. Free Malden from the angel's grasp. We are ever faithful still. For we know now what you require. We know that the flesh of the unfaithful is unworthy for you. we know that the only way to save our home is to sacrifice ourselves willingly. And so we go. Okay, now, this says, haunt our people no longer, free Malden from the angel's grasp. I thought they worshipped the angel's keeping them safe from the old world ghosts, but this paints it in a different light. This is saying they want to be free of the angel's grasp, which is quite a different tune than they were saying in the other note that I read. Maybe there were different factions or disagreements among the Malden men? Not sure how that works. Go ahead and use a stim pack here.
Hell yeah.
Nice, got an astoundingly awesome tail. I wonder what this machine was. Oh, I guess I can unlock it, can I? Man, terminals in Frost are hard. Even the novice ones are hard.
Nice.
Good God, that was so hard for a novice. Oh my God, that was so hard for just being a novice computer. It took me so long. Alright. Listen, do you hear it? Ah, the voice, the word of Ug Qualtoth. You hear it too. I don't hear it. I'm sorry. I wish I did, but nope. So, is Uga Qualtoth, would that be Lorenzo? They're not referring to the angel. They're not referring to Ithaca. Ug Qualtoth is a different being, and he seems to be their god. Well, I fried myself only a little bit there. But yeah, if I remember correctly, because you go to Parsons later on, and you don't meet Lorenzo, but you get close to him, and stuff happens. Not going to say too much more. Basically, Lorenzo would make a lot of sense to be Ug Qualtoth. Let's leave it at that. And here's the ghosts. Sometimes automatics really are the best solution. Someone said that on the forums, forget who, but they were right. Sometimes automatics sometimes you just need to go through some ammo, you know? It's the best way to deal with things. I could smell you from the radiation. There are more in here too. There's a... I should probably hit the lights, shouldn't I? We'll come across a whole bunch of them here in a second. Get an hour of sleep in. Let's get a save in just in case. I doubt I'll have any trouble here, but never know, we could crash too. Haven't tested the CMB very much, so crashing is always a possibility as well. Although it seems very, very stable. Gotten no frame hiccups or anything in here so far. It's worked very, very well. Very pleased with the CNB with this new setup. So here are the sacrifices. Now that is vanilla, so I'm not going to play it. Stumbled across an altar down here, some kind of sacrificial altar. I don't suppose I have a Mirelurk cake or anything, do I? I don't really. No, I don't. Well, it's gonna have to be quick. What does this say? Oh, John Hatfield, okay. Crap, I gotta go back up now for breath. It's down there too long. Okay, let's go down again. It's time we go in here. Can't stay down here too long, but yeah, we've got Pale Horse, bleeding and poisoning damage. And, yeah, okay. Gotta get out of here now. Okay, got a new weapon here. The Pale Horse, which I'm pretty sure is... I think it's similar damage to other swingy stuff. Got shish kebab. I can't think of names. Okay, so we came in over here. We go up here. That sounds like it's above. I think this is the way we want to go out. Was that an infection? I just got rid of an infection, man. Huh, wonder what hit me then. Okay, that was a lucky hit, guys. That was definitely a lucky hit. More dead Moldenmen. Just saw a feral ghoul somewhere. That too was a lucky hit. Not sure how that even hit, to be entirely honest. Where do you think you're going? It's the wrong way, man. Party's over here. Carrying too damn much. Nice squirrel stew. Could have used that before. Oh well. I just want to check. I could have sworn when I went through here in Frost, like there were ghouls that respawned on the way back through here. I just want to look through it real quick and make sure I haven't missed any. Too bad like I didn't proc a Idiot Savant proc, man. Would have been some nice experience. No, I do think that's pretty much all. Yeah, it seems to be it. Okay, let's get out of here. Alright guys, so as I was coming out of Dunwich Borers here, I saw on the coast over here is the lighthouse. And I want to say that there are Themis cultists over here. I kind of want to go over here and check real quick, because that would make a lot of sense. If the Themis cultists are the old world ghosts come from the east. And there's a Moldenman fighting a wolf over here. Rip wolf. Okay, that was a lucky shot. It was a good shot though. So yeah, I want to kind of go over here and investigate this lighthouse real quick to see what's here. See if my theory is correct. Getting pretty decent at firing from the hip without any kind of aiming reticle. Tripwire, huh? Wonder what this sets off. Yeah, this definitely is going to be Themis cultists because there are... Got mines and we got tripwires, and that tripwire led to a radiation thing. Only...
You cannot escape detection for long.
A damn synth with a really powerful... Well, no, it's a... What in the hell? Just his gun is visible.
Scanning.
Hi.
You must be terminated. Assessment. You must
Oh,
die.
no, don't... No, let's not. What the hell? That's a bug. It's gotta be a bug. So let's see, do we have some Themis cultists around here? Yep, we sure do. Bye, Themis cultist. So these are definitely the old world ghosts. Definitely 100% old world ghosts. Themis cultists. I mean, that really makes the most sense. If they're over here coming from the coast, they're using, I don't know, using some kind of weapons, like bombardment or something, or I don't know. Nice, large generator, all that money. I would like to find some kind of journal from one of the Themis cultists that would kind of corroborate that, or perhaps a terminal. We have been charged by our brothers and sisters at Salem to lead the just to our holy nation of Themis. A bright star lights our tower, a holy messenger. Their light shall draw the believers. The faithful should pray at the tower, then continue their pilgrimage to Salem. Praise be to the Father. Okay, so we're going to find some Themis over at Salem. Border incursions. The beacon draws also enemies of order, raiders and maniacs that would tear down the laws of our land. Our tower will serve as a watch post as well to ward off the evils of the southern city. Okay. Certainly that's what it... Oh, shit. Scared the crap out of me. Are we not going to fight then? Okay. I kind of want to kill you though to make sure you don't have any kind of lore on you. Sorry, dude. You might have lore. Gotta kill you. Gotta find out your lore. Nope, no lore. Sorry, old man. Alright, back upstairs. I'm gonna make sure I haven't missed anything. We'll go in the lighthouse too and make sure I haven't missed any notes or anything up there. I kind of totally missed this whole subplot the first time around in Frost. It was just, I don't know. It's a lot to take in. A lot of different factions, a lot of different things going on. So we got nice beds over here if we want to sleep here. Don't see anything else of interest up here though. Let's go over in the lighthouse and see what's over here. More Themis perhaps. This is gotta be careful. I don't want to get this as a settlement. Just survivors. Sorry. You attacked me first, you know. I would have killed you anyway for your lore in case you had some, but still. You attacked me. Is there a ghoul up here? Or is the beacon like, is there like a shrine of here's a ghoul up here, okay. Okay, nothing else of note up here. No more information to further that story. But they talked about Salem, so we have to go up to Salem and check that out too. Alright guys, I think that'll wrap up this episode. So next time we're going to check out Salem and find out more about the Themis and probably go down to the other area south that we skipped today, the Hub City Auto Wreckers, and look for more areas around here as well. So thanks so much for watching guys, and I will see you next time.